still power's out. But we're doing okay. It kind of entered the, oh my gosh, what do we do phase into the, boy, this is just kind of a pain phase. Lessons learned. This is interesting. Is kerosene heaters. That made the difference, even on the coldest 20-degree days we had, which isn't severely cold. You know, this thing about ice storms, it's not dead of winter, really. It's like when spring is poking its head into the picture. Is that even on the 20-degree days, that the kerosene heaters were able to keep our house at about 50 degrees. 2 of them. And we burned, let's see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 days of no furnace heat. Went through about 7 gallons of kerosene. Now yesterday, a co-worker sold me basically an unused another kerosene heater and 5 gallons of stuff that she pumped out of the ground. It's not the stuff that comes pre-packaged, you know, at Ace or Tractor Supply or anything. I was kind of leery of it. It's been sitting around for about 2 years. But you know what? That stuff that was pumped out of the ground has less of a scent when it's burning than the stuff that I bought from Ace. They had a big markup. The cheaper stuff burned well. In the space heater that's currently burning, a new wick. 2 years old, covered with sawdust. I cleaned it off, you know, garage space heater. Covered with sawdust, not used. Cleaned it up, and oh my gosh, that thing pumps out more heat than the 2 I had. Basically, because I need to replace the wicks in them. But getting back to lessons learned, shelf stable kerosene, so much more stable than gasoline. 2 years and it's still fine. You know, so why not have, let's see, 5 days, ice storm, not winter, not 10 below zero, you know, burn 7 gallons in about 4 or 5 days. I'm always going to have, you know, 10, 15 gallons on hand of that stuff, just sitting in the garage, ready to go. You know, just in case we get another power outage. Now, you could go the route of electric space heater, because I actually picked that up. I bought the combo for $50. I mean, how could I turn that raw? An unused kerosene heater that's about $200 plus 5 gallons of fuel and a nice kerosene gas can, kerosene can. Picked it up for a neighbor. But we knocked on her door and said, do you want a kerosene heater? It's full. There's 8 hours of burn time in it. And she's like, no, her son set her up with a generator and a space heater. And, you know, we were like, are you sure you don't? No, she's like, no, I don't want it. Okay. Typical space heater, like the DeLonghi that has the oil filled, right? You know, and it looks like a radiator. You plug it into a generator, which burns gas still. You have to have gas to do that, which isn't as shelf stable as kerosene. And a generator can break down. I'm looking at my broken down generator, and it's not that it's got a dirty carburetor. It's just an electrical issue, you know. So the kerosene heaters won't break down. But anyway, that DeLonghi space heater, 1500 watts, pumps out about 5300 BTUs. It's a numbers game. One of those kerosene heaters pumps out over 23,000, and they don't break down. And the fuel is more shelf stable than the gasoline you need for your, I don't know, 5,000 or 2,500 watt generator. And do you need electricity? We got by with these things, these little, we didn't even need electricity. Charge the phone, of course, but that seems kind of silly to have a 5,000 watt generator just to charge your phone when you can find a charging station, you know, one of these shelters that are everywhere. Another thing we learned is going from the woods to the city, we have city water. We never ran out of water. You know, I took a cold shower the day before yesterday. It was kind of miserable, but I had a kerosene heater in the bathroom, so it was like 75, 80 degrees in there, hopping out of the cold water. It's like a sauna kind of a deal, you know, reverse sauna. And a gas stove, gas range. You know, which leads, you know, the whole issue, we have to turn our country into electrical powered. Well, what do you do when the grid breaks down? You'd be totally screwed. Well, I've got an electric vehicle. carry a 5-gallon gas of electricity. Why not? You know, you can trade a 5-gallon gas or 2 gallons just to get you from here to there. Electric range, electric everything. You just totally screwed, you know, when the power breaks down. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to eat some breakfast. I'm going to cook some oatmeal on my gas stove. But yeah, this is the scene. In the town, yep, that's my house. I'm doxing myself, but maybe 20 people watch us. It's still dark. That generator over there that you might hear has been running constantly. Like a whole house, one kind of a thing. Can you imagine how much fuel that burned? Just for like a week power outage every how many years? That's why it's kerosene heaters. That'll keep you alive. Okay, I better get rolling. The store has been on generators, so I've been working, and one day, man, it was like the walking freaking dead. It was like everyone from miles around came to the store, and I've never seen it so busy, and it's just a mess there. But you know, we'll pull out of it. That's it. News from Roger City.